So a few weeks ago on Instagram, I shared that I recently picked up some African cichlids from Lake Tanganyika. I didn't share what they were, but today I'm going to talk about the fish I got and kind of what I plan to do with this tank next. Hey fish friends, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. My name is Zenzo and you're watching Tazawa Tanks. So it's kind of later in the evening. I'm in the fish room right now. Most of the tanks are not lit, but I do have the lights on for this tank right here. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the tank and the inhabitants, what I plan to do with this tank, and I do need some feedback from you guys, so I'd love to hear some of your comments down below. So this is a 29-gallon aquarium. Previously I had this kind of semi-planted. I had some paradise fish in there and some corridoras and a little catfish. But anyway, I kind of took all of that stuff out. I didn't really like the fact that it was not a well-planted tank. And I wanted to do another Tanganyikan tank. Now, if you guys know, I do have my larger Tanganyikan tank upstairs with my shell dwellers and my Bishardi. That's the 60-gallon aquarium with the DIY rock background that I made. And in addition to that tank, I do have a little small 10-gallon tank down here that I just use for kind of growing out some shell dwellers that I sell. So back to the 29-gallon tank. As I said, it used to be kind of a planted tank, and I wanted to do another Tanganyikan tank with fish that I haven't kept before and fish that I don't see quite as often. So I thought it would be kind of fun to kind of have kind of a small nano 29-gallon Tanganyikan tank. Now obviously I can't do larger fish in here. I can't do frontosa and things like that. But there are a lot of really cool Tanganyikan fish that are on the smaller side. So we'll talk a little bit about that. So this is the 29-gallon tank. It's not scaped at all. I just threw a couple rocks in there just to kind of give the fish some hiding spots. What did I get? I got some Julies. I've never had Julies before. I've always wanted them, and an opportunity came up, and I just couldn't pass them up. So I have 4 Julidochromis transcriptus, the Tanzania, and we'll see if I can zoom in here and give you a better look at them. They're still juvenile, so they don't have their full adult coloration yet, and they're still very small. But there are 4 of them in there, and they are very beautiful in my opinion. They're very different kind of cichlid to what I've been keeping before. And so my idea for this tank is to kind of create, like I said, kind of a smaller nano Tanganyikan tank. So I would love to get some feedback from you guys as far as what you think I should keep in this tank and how I should scape it. Now, one of the things I do want to do is I want to block off the background. Part of me wants to build like a DIY 3D wall like I did upstairs for the other tank, but one of the problems with that is I'd have to either make it to where I would just insert it, and then when I do that, fish can go behind it, and that's a whole issue. Otherwise, I would have to drain the tank and dry it and silicone it in place. So not quite sure if I want to do that, but one of the other ideas that I have is I have a ton of dry rock. I have so much dry coral. I have actually a full garbage can full of it. So I probably have 30 or 40 pieces like this. So I was thinking maybe what I could do is kind of build like, just take my time and really build it up and build kind of like a dry rock coral wall on the back. And that would also help with keeping the pH where it needs to be. Here in San Francisco, we do have high pH, but low TDS. So that would really help to just kind of keep good water parameters. These are just some sea shells that I had that I grabbed from another tank from a friend of mine, and I threw in a couple cichlid stones. So right now this is not how it's going to be scaped, but I do want to do kind of like a whole rock scape in here. So I would love to get your guys' feedback as far as should I just kind of build up the coral, and what do you think that would look like? So kind of imagine like if you've seen tanks before with like Texas Holy Rock or something, kind of something like that, just a bunch of dry coral in the back. And then I can do like some smaller rocks and some shells like that in the foreground. What I do want to do is I want to have smaller Tanganyikan fish in here. Nothing that gets larger than, let's say, 3.5, 4 inches. So, you know, Julie's, maybe some small Calvis, maybe some other species of shell dwellers. So currently I keep the Neolamprologus multifasciatus. So maybe I could do like some Ocelotus or something else in here as well and do like a bunch of shells in the foreground. So I'd love to get your feedback on what you think I should keep. Please write down below in the comments if you've kept Tanganyikans before, what you think might go good in a 29-gallon tank. So, anyway, yeah, that's just wanted to share this with you guys. I haven't had the opportunity to share what I purchased, and wanted to just show you guys some of my new fish that I'm excited about. So I do want to tell you guys a story on how I got these fish. As a lot of you may know, I am part of a fish club. So here in San Francisco, we have the San Francisco Aquarium Society. Anyway, we meet once a month, and you can sell fish, you can purchase fish via auction. We always have a guest speaker. So anyway, so our club, there's not a whole lot of cichlid people. We have a few, but we have a lot of people that are into community tanks, planted tanks, live bears, things like that. A lot of betta folk. Not a whole lot of cichlid keepers. So we do have somebody that is part of the club that does breed African cichlids, and he brought some to sell, and no one else really bid on them. So I got these four. I think I got them for like $10 or maybe less than that, so it wasn't very much. I bought these. I bought a bunch of bettas and other fish, but I did get these at a really good price. I was happy about that. So anyway, that was pretty exciting. I will share with you guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because sometimes I will post things on Instagram that don't show up on YouTube for like a month later. So if you do want to kind of get a sneak peek behind the scenes or hear about stuff that might be happening, Instagram is a great place to get caught up on what's happening with Tazawa tanks. Anyway, that's all I had for now. I just wanted to share with you guys again the Julies that I've got, and I do want to get your thoughts and ideas about how I should scape the tank. As you can see, it's super bare, not a lot going on, just the four fish in there. So what should I do? Should I keep the black substrate and do some more white corals and put some shells down? Should I change the substrate out and put something white down? But I don't know, sometimes things get washed out looking. So anyway, put your comments down below. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.